Inside the private life of Saudi Prince Salman exists a world so guarded, so distant from ordinary reality, that even billionaires rarely get close to it. To the public, he is a crown prince, a political leader, and a symbol of Saudi Arabia's transformation. But behind closed doors, beyond the cameras and official speeches, lies a life defined by unimaginable wealth, absolute control, silent routines, and a carefully constructed image of power. Many call him the richest man in the world, not because his name appears on public wealth rankings, but because his true fortune cannot be measured. It is hidden in state assets, private holdings, royal privileges, and influence that stretches far beyond money itself. Prince Mohammed bin Salman, often referred to simply as Prince Salman, was born into a life where power was not earned but inherited. Yet survival at the top was never guaranteed. From a young age, he was surrounded by opulence, but also by competition. The Saudi royal family is vast, with thousands of princes, each carrying royal blood, each capable of ambition. In this environment, luxury was normal, but dominance was rare. While other royal children enjoyed indulgence, Prince Salman observed, he learned early that real power in the kingdom did not come from titles alone, but from control over systems, loyalty, and silence. His private life begins before dawn. Unlike the image many imagine, his daily routine is disciplined, controlled, and relentless. He reportedly sleeps only a few hours a night, often working into the early morning. His residences are scattered across Saudi Arabia and beyond, from fortified palaces in Riyadh to private coastal estates on the Red Sea. Each residence operates like a small nation, with its own security units, staff hierarchies, and protocols. Every movement is planned. Every visitor is vetted. Privacy is not a luxury for him. It is a necessity. Prince Salman's wealth is not stored in a single bank account or investment portfolio. It exists in layers. He controls sovereign wealth funds worth hundreds of billions of dollars. He has stakes in global companies, tech giants, energy empires, sports franchises, and infrastructure projects across continents. His influence over oil alone gives him leverage unmatched by any individual billionaire. Unlike tech founders or hedge fund managers, his power is not limited by shareholders or boards. His wealth is intertwined with the state itself, yet his private life is surprisingly minimalistic in certain ways. Those who have spent time inside his inner circle describe a man who values efficiency over excess. His personal living spaces are reportedly simple compared to the palaces he owns. Large rooms, clean lines, muted colors. No clutter. No unnecessary decoration. Everything has a purpose. This reflects his mindset. Prince Salman sees himself not as a traditional royal, but as an architect of the future. Entertainment in his private life is tightly controlled. He is known to enjoy movies, video games, and technology, often retreating into private theaters or secure gaming rooms late at night. These moments of escape are rare, but essential. Trust is limited, so leisure is often solitary or shared with a very small circle. Friends are not chosen based on status, but loyalty. In a world where betrayal can come from blood relatives, trust becomes the most valuable currency. His security presence is constant but invisible. Elite guards trained in intelligence, combat, and counter-surveillance surround him at all times, blending seamlessly into his environment. Drones patrol airspace. Convoys are decoys. Routes change without notice. Even within royal palaces, access is layered. Few people ever see him without prior approval. Fewer still speak to him without preparation. Romantic relationships are among the most mysterious aspects of his private life. Unlike Western billionaires whose relationships play out in public view, Prince Salman's personal relationships are protected by tradition, culture, and power. There are no paparazzi photos, no public displays, no interviews. What is known is that loyalty, discretion, and alignment with his vision matter more than emotion. Love, in his world, must coexist with power. Despite the isolation, Prince Salman is deeply aware of public perception. His private life is shaped by how history will remember him. He studies leaders, conquerors, reformers, and fallen kings. He understands that wealth fades, but legacy endures. This is why he invests heavily in reshaping Saudi Arabia's global image, from futuristic cities to international sports deals. These are not hobbies. They are statements. Neom, the ambitious futuristic megacity, is not just a national project. It is personal. Insiders say Prince Salman is deeply involved in its design, philosophy, and execution. He sees it as a reflection of his mind. Structured, technological, ruthless in efficiency, built to outlast him. In private meetings, he speaks about centuries, not decades. His vision of time is different from ordinary people's. Meals in his private life are often brief and functional. Nutrition is prioritized over indulgence. When he does host private dinners, they are strategic. Guests are selected for influence, not entertainment. Conversations revolve around economics, geopolitics, technology, and control. Nothing is casual. Nothing is wasted. Despite his immense power, Prince Salman lives under constant pressure. Every decision carries global consequences. Allies watch closely. Enemies wait patiently. Mistakes are amplified. This pressure shapes his private moments. There is little room for vulnerability. Even solitude must be productive. Critics often portray him as cold or authoritarian, but those who know him privately describe intensity, focus, and an almost obsessive drive to reshape his country. He believes strongly that history rewards the bold, not the cautious. This belief guides his private decisions, even when they are controversial. Luxury in his life is not about gold-plated cars or public extravagance. It is about control, the ability to move without being seen, to buy influence without negotiation, to silence threats before they speak, to create reality rather than react to it. That is the true wealth of Prince Salman. When the world sleeps, his offices remain lit. Advisors come and go. Screens display markets, intelligence briefings, and global news. This is his natural environment. Power does not rest. Neither does he. Inside the private life of Saudi Prince Salman is not a story of indulgence. It is a story of isolation, discipline, ambition, and absolute control. A man surrounded by everything, yet belonging to nothing. The richest man in the world, not because of what he owns, but because of what he commands. And so, the private life of Saudi Prince Salman remains a world few will ever enter, and even fewer will ever understand. Behind the wealth, beyond the titles, and far from the public eye, exists a man driven not by comfort, but by destiny. A life shaped by discipline, silence, and an unrelenting vision of the future. In a world obsessed with money and fame, Prince Salman represents something far more rare: control, influence, and the ability to shape history itself. Because when the cameras turn off and the headlines fade, true power doesn't announce itself. It simply moves, and the world adjusts. If you enjoyed this deep look inside the lives of the world's most powerful and mysterious figures, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications.